Hi everyone, this is Ashley from Ashley's Creations, and I want to show you this really cute little snowman card that I had my students make in class. I brought all my craft stuff in and I cut some stuff out on the Cricut, and they all had a blast making their own little winter cards. So I just want to show you the card that I made with them. So let's go ahead and get started. I have a piece of cardstock that it's 8.5 and 11, and I cut it at 5.5, so it's, when you fold it in half, it is the 5.5 by 4 1/4 cardstock, and this is Blueberry Sky by Paper Tray Ink. So go ahead and fold that. And then I have a blue layer, and this is from the Primary Fashion Colors Value Pack. It's just a little cheap pack that you can get at Joann Fabric. And this was cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and it's just the blue from the primary color. And I let my kids run it through the Cuttlebug. I actually brought it to school and I let them pick a folder. I let them pick between 3 folders. I let them pick between this this snowflake folder right here from Cuttlebug, or the candy cane folder, or the Stampin' Up Snowburst one. And I'm going to go ahead and use the snowflake one from Cuttlebug because that's the one that I used on my card. I'm going to put my paper into the folder. I'm going to pull out my Cuttlebug a little bit. Go ahead and open it. There we go. As you can see. And then I'm going to take my A plate. A plate. And then my B plate. And then I'm going to stick my little folder. So let's redo this a little bit. So you can stick that folder between the 2 B plates. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to run it through my Cuttlebug. Oop. I'm having some trouble, so let's move this over here. There we go. Take that out of the way. So when it comes out, it's going to look like that. So we've got all the little snowflakes on it. I love my Cuttlebug. I love it, love it, love it. And then I'm going to take the Shimmer Mist, the Shimmer Paint, and I've used the rubbing alcohol solution in the Shimmer Paint, and I'm going to lightly mist it onto my card. And then I'm going to set that aside and let that dry so it'll be all shimmery when it's done. I don't know if you can see that right now, but it'll be shimmery when it's done, so I'm going to move that aside. And then we're going to work on the rest of the card. Now, this little snowman for the front was cut from the Winter Frolic cartridge at 3 3/4. So all, the snowman and all his layers were cut at 3 3/4, and it is from page 32. So I did this snowman right here. Now I cut the background in the chocolate chip by Stampin' Up, and then this layer right here I cut from the basil white cardstock, and then I cut his nose right here from, oops, sorry about that, my camera ran out of space, so I'll go back to this. The nose was cut from the pumpkin pie and from Stampin' Up, and this little pink dot for his cheek was cut from one of the Pink Subtles collections from Stampin' Up. I don't remember which color I used. But then for his umbrella, I did Real Red by Stampin' Up. There's his umbrella. And then for his mittens and the little pieces for his scarf right here, I did that in Regal Rose by Stampin' Up. Those little pieces right here. And then for his scarf and his hat, I did the Garden Green by Stampin' Up. So I didn't really follow all the colors that they had in there because I wanted to do something a little different. So there's my snowman, and I already went and put them together because it took a while to put them together. So that was page 32 of the Winter Frolic cartridge. Now, this isn't dry yet, but I'm going to bring it over here and show you what we're going to do now. I took a piece of white cardstock and I cut it about 1.5 by 4 inches, and I tore along the edge, like this, and then I stamped it all up with my Versamark pad. I opened it and I stamped all along it, and then I poured this embossing powder on it, the holographic embossing powder, and then I heated it up with my embossing tool. It looked kind of like snow on like a sunny day when it's all shimmery and glittery. And that is going to go at the bottom of our card. It's going to go down here so it looks like my snowman's in snow. And then the snowman's going to go right under here. So we're going to put him right there. And while it's still drying, I'm just going to go ahead and cut some ribbon for the front of the card. Now this is the blueberry sky, and it's the saddle stitch ribbon by Paper Tray Ink. I'm just going to go ahead and cut a piece for that. And then I'm going to take my tape and I'm going to tape it around the back. I'm going to put it right there, wrap it around, flip it over, and this is the cheater method, as Robin from My Pink Stamper calls it, so that's what I'm going to call it, the cheater method. We're going to wrap it around there, and then it's dry enough, so I'm going to go ahead and put the next layers on, and I'm going to put this down, so I'm going to see where I want to position it. So I have the snow right there, and then my snowman's going to go about right there. So now that we know where I'm going to put him, I'm going to peel him off. I'm going to put some ATG gun, some tape on the back of him. Put some the zig 2-way on the small parts so that he sticks a little better. Okay, so there's the snow. We're going to just pop him right under there, right there. So there's my snowman so far. And we're going to take and we're going to use the ATG gun to glue the snow down. We're going to glue that right on top of him. So there you go, there's the little base of the card. My snowman in the snow, and if you can see the kind of the shimmer in the background there a little bit. You can see it a lot better in person. And then there's a card base we're going to take and we're going to put ATG on all the way around, since when you use the Cuttlebug it might warp if you don't use tape all the way around. Make sure you get a lot of tape on there. I'm going to stick that to my card base. So there's the front. That's so cute. He's just a little snowman in a winter wonderland. And then on the inside, on this one I stamped warmest winter wishes, but I think I'm going to do a different one this time. I think I'm going to do thanks so much, and that is from the My Pink Stamper stamp set from the Winter Punnies. So there's thanks so much, that's what I'm going to do. But the last time I did warmest winter wishes, but you could do let it snow, or let's see, snow adorable, winter wonderland, let it snow. You can pick whatever you want, but I just kind of wanted to have a thank you card. So I have the thanks so much on my block, and I actually heat embossed it. So I'm going to open my Versamark. I'm going to use my Versamark for this. I'm going to ink it all up. Here, my Versamark pen. And then I'm going to figure out where I want it. So you down a little bit. I think I want it right here. Let's get that all inked up. And then I'm going to grab a piece of paper so that I can do this. I'm going to take my white heat embossing powder, and then I'm going to pour it over liberally, make sure the whole thing's covered. And then I'm actually just going to take this and fold it down like that. Move it back up so you can see. I just put it all in the center fold, and I'm going to pour it all back in to the little jar. Tap off the excess there. You don't want all that little excess in there. I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to get my heat embossing tool. Let's close up my Versamark pad. Try out. And then I'm going to use my heat embosser. I'm going to emboss it. takes a couple seconds for it to warm up. Then you'll start to see a change. There it goes. Get the whole thing. And we're done. So there's the front. The little snowman sitting in his winter wonderland. And then on the inside, it says, "Thanks so much." So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.